Hey guys, I'm Ryan Wright.
And I'm Jerry.
And we're gonna watch some movie clips of Sin City 2, A Dame to Kill For.
Yeah.
There's a lot of movie clips out there.
Are there? I don't want to see too much before the movie comes out.
Well, they're like 30-second clips.
That's a whole minute. If there are 3 of them, that's a whole minute and a half I'm gonna already have seen.
Out of a 2-hour film.
2 hours.
I fucking search forever for like all the clips.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel this need to satisfy, because
Don't kill yourself.
People have been requesting, and I feel this urge to, satisfy the subscribers. Because you know what happens when I could watch 6 clips, but if I didn't watch clip number 7, they're gonna get mad at me, Jay.
Right. I mean, I think you gotta calm down a little bit. Like, it's give and take,
Yeah.
You do one for you, one for them, one for you, one for them, and then everybody's happy by the end of the day.
Okay. I hope that works with you guys. I hope we can come to an agreement here.
Yeah.
Because they keep using a bunch of homosexual
You can't
slurs against me.
Ouch. I mean, I think this has gotten a little too serious if that's the case. Because also, you can't just be a slave, otherwise you'll hate what you do, and that's not cool.
That's true. That's so true. You give good advice, Jay.
There's gotta be a way to compromise.
Let it go. Let it go. Smack a hoe. Smack a hoe. As this movie gets closer to its release date, I get a little bit nervous. I mean, don't get me wrong. The first time I saw the trailer, I was fucking ready to jizz everywhere,
I've been nervous since the day they announced this was happening.
I'm looking at the footage and I'm like, it looks like Sin City, yes, but I remember when Rodriguez did Machete Kills, I'm like, this looks like Machete.
Yeah.
It was it's a little too much of Machete, and I'm worried he's just gonna go too overboard with it.
I remember when the first Machete came out, you weren't super amped about it.
No, definitely not.
Because Sin City is a movie we saw together, and I love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
With Machete, it's a little less of an impact on me because it's I like the first Machete.
And there's more freedom to it. He's doing this based on, he has to keep it in the world of the comics.
Yeah, I mean,
it would upset fans if he was the first one, how we really honored the story. I'm gonna take complete creative freedom on this one.
Sin City, I love that movie, so the stakes are high. Plus, the spirit didn't go so well, and for better or worse, Robert Rodriguez can kind of do whatever he wants, and that kind of power can sink ships.
I just hope it's a good time.
I do too.
That's all I really care for.
I just want it to be good, man. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Sequels stress me out.
Okay, let's start the night off, shall we? Let's start off with fucking Gale.
Oh, Gale's back. All right, that's cool.
Gale, here we go. Gale.
Gale and the Suicide Girl.
Here we are, pal. All of a sudden, this doesn't look like the brightest idea you ever had.
Oh, damn.
You have 10 seconds to tell us what you're doing bringing cops to Old Town.
Yeah,
It's a very Gale thing to do.
Molly! Get everybody.
I mean, so we know that Dwight is gonna get hurt. We know that there will be blood spill from Dwight, and that Gale is gonna be there to help him out again.
Yeah.
So it's keeping the essence of part 1 still. Good clip. Good clip.
I'm actually alright with that clip because all that clip confirms is that there are characters in the movie.
Yeah. And Gale's tits look a lot bigger for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude, her tits look huge. Fucking. Yeah, honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Rosario Dawson as an actress, though.
I've liked her in things. I've heard she's really good in Trance.
I'm going off of the few roles I've actually seen her
Alexander.
in. But even as Gale, I never fully believed her.
Yeah, but that's a heightened universe.
Yeah, but you believe a lot of people in this universe. But Gale's one of them. I'm I just don't buy this actress.
I like Gale.
I like the character more than I like the performance.
Okay. I was fine with the performance.
Change your fucking opinion.
I'm sorry.
deadly little Leo.
Whoa. She's not even trying.
So Miho doesn't do?
Oh! Yeah, that's hot. Fuck. I was attracted to a girl who can really kill people for some reason.
That's my type, man. Murderers.
Yeah, someone who can protect me. I'm not liking the presence of this new Miho as much.
Yeah, definitely.
There seems to be a lack of life in her.
A little bit. Devon Aoki very much had a lot in her face. She was just
she was intimidating.
Yeah, because like she had this imposing presence where she could snap at any moment, but even snapping is graceful. Like she had a lot of presence, you know. But yeah, from this little clip, I don't know. I'm not feeling her quite as much, but maybe it takes a whole film. You know?
Maybe, but just like the way she was moving is like everything about her, just the body language didn't resonate as cool. Like, the last move was cool, fucking helicopter sword.
Yeah.
That was cool, but I bet that's what the move is called.
Helicopter sword.
Helicopter sword.
That's the one thing I'm afraid of in movies like these. It's not pushing the limit too hard, but I think this is a prequel. At least the Dwight story is a prequel to the one we got in the first Sin City. So yeah, because it's before he got his face changed.
Oh, so the Dwight that we saw was the face change?
Yeah.
I thought Dwight changed his face to look like the Josh Brolin one.
No, this is before that.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
How Mickey Rourke is back.
Exactly. Well, and in that story, he says he's describing himself, and he says, you know, like a two-bit convict with a new face or whatever. He says something about having a new face in reference to himself. So.
Oh, okay.
So he'd already had the new face. But I'm always a little weary when they go back in time and then give characters more abilities than they had when you see them later on.
Yes.
Kind of like Legolas in Lord of the Rings in The Hobbit 2 is like, I've seen you in the future and you don't move quite that gracefully.
Kind of like every Jedi in the Star Wars prequels.
Yeah. It's like, why are you all crazier now?
Yeah.
This doesn't seem to have broken that, but I'm a little afraid they might.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, at least from that little scene, I'm not feeling her as much as Devon Aoki.
Nah, her presence just doesn't look as intimidating.
It's not Christmas, man.
Let's still do stuff with her.
I was wondering. I'm glad you clarified that.
I would like to be doing her and have her have a sword up against my throat the whole time. That would be hot. I'd be like, dirty little Miho.
Well done. I have to give you.
You have to give me points for that one, man.
Well done.
All right, this one's called Trespassing.
Mickey Rourke doing the Thriller. Oh shit.
You have trespassed on hallowed ground.
Oh.
You just got there for my friend now. Shall we?
Whoa.
Something about the way these clips are edited seems weird.
Yeah.
It's like kind of choppy and very like,
that's
like moments don't seem to be hitting.
Yeah, when we watched the Miho clip, I couldn't help but think like, I bet that's gorier in the actual movie.
But even like in the fucking
which would affect the editing because they probably cut out shots or cut down shots.
Yeah. Even with the Gale clip, it was like when he says Gale, like the editing of it was just so like off to me.
These are probably tampered with.
I hope so. Yeah, brain.
But then again, also, I mean, it could just take, you know, a whole movie or at least, you know, slipping into a movie from the beginning to understand what the flow of the dialogue or the flow of the editing is. But
yeah, that's true.
But yeah, from these clips, it does look a little bit off.
Yeah, it's like it looks a little bit like what I'm fearing it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Like really fast-paced Rodriguez craziness.
Yeah.
Rather than like I love what he did with the first one, but it seems like
it
seems like he's putting it into hyperdrive.
But these are all one type of clip so far.
And I like the I like the cool seeing the history between fucking black guy and Mickey Rourke.
Oh, Manute, yeah.
Manute, yeah.
Well, that was
before he lost his eye.
The first clip I've seen with Dennis Haysbert instead of Michael Clark Duncan.
I can see why they got him. I mean, it's like they don't look the same, but the voices sound similar enough.
Yeah, in that clip, you know, it's like they have a similar presence.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Let's move on. All right, Red Band clip. Marv kills.
Marv Shetty.
Marv Shetty.
Damn. Whoa.
Yes.
That's badass.
Ugh.
Marv's pissed off about something in this movie.
All right, that was a lot better.
Yeah.
That was a lot better.
Cool.
That clip was more reassuring for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like the way the pacing's going. I like the tone. The violence looks cool. It doesn't look like it's creative, a little bit more out there, but just enough.
Well, that's the thing though, is like that's the Red Band trailer, or that's
Yeah.
the Red Band
Clip.
clip. So it seems like they certainly cut that one down less.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, I quite enjoyed that clip.
I did too. I don't know how much Marv figures into A Dame to Kill For. It's like I only read a part of that book, and I just remember him and Dwight like bumping into each other and
Well,
being friendly.
I don't think it's just solely based off of Dame to Kill For.
It's not. That's why I'm saying I'm wondering if they did another like original story with Marv. Certain stuff is an adaptation of some of the books and stories, and then other stuff is original.
Oh, cool.
And that's on the one hand cool, but on the other hand I'm kind of worried about that.
Yeah.
You know?
Didn't they get William Monahan to like tighten up the script?
That's what you told me. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I like William Monahan's writing.
I do too.
He fucking did The Departed shit.
They're batted. What else?
Potted. Fucking homo. Alright, this one's called Crazy.
Powers Booth.
And this is the sequel, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll prove both of you wrong.
I can cut my hair.
Maybe I'll go crazy. Crazy's sounding pretty good right now.
Wait, Marv's still alive.
He does show up at the end of the Nancy story, right? Because even the first Sin City is not in chronological order, because Marv shows up later on in the movie after his story's already written.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
The timeline's getting me confused.
The timeline is very confusing.
Yeah,
But-
because this is Nancy's story, and Marv's story takes place, like, after.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Alright.
Or at least the first Marv story.
Why'd she have stitches? She just cut herself?
I don't know. I don't know how much doctoring this clip is. Because I know they've released that image already. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe she cut her face out.
Just pointlessly to look crazy?
I would
Just
imagine
stitch
that's the kind of thing they'll explain.
Okay, I hope
It
so.
doesn't. I don't think they can do something like that without at least being like, "This is what happened."
Jessica Alba looks like
Jessica
Jessica Alba. I mean, her performance is still
Oh, she only had 2 lines.
Jessica Alba-esque.
She only had 2 lines. I mean, they were
That's
alright.
enough to tell.
I don't know. This is. I mean, the only thing I'm really worried about here is this stuff, because I really hope that it makes sense and it's very natural to have all these characters back who were gone from the first one. Because I really don't want them to shoehorn stuff in, but there was an overwhelming urge to do so, understandably.
Yeah, of
Because
course.
people love Hardigan and they love Marv and they love these guys. So
Of course, yeah.
So I'm a little afraid.
I just don't know how to feel right now.
Yeah.
It's like worrying me a little bit. Like, I'm like, it looks like it's okay, but it's not. You know, sometimes you watch a movie clip and you're like, yeah, this is gonna be good. And this is not doing that for me. This is like making me go,
Well, yeah,
it doesn't look bad, but I'm a little bit worried.
Yeah, well, because see, this is why I don't tend to want to check out movie clips, just because you start overthinking, and it's like, on the one hand, I don't know, I'm seeing a snippet of this movie and I'm feeling a certain way about it, you know, but on the other hand, it's only like, 45 seconds to a minute's worth of, a long film, so it's like, sometimes I don't feel like it's fair necessarily to out of context rip apart these little scenes.
Well, that's true.
Because I don't want to like infect my mind with that expectation and then go in with it, you know?
Of course.
So like, I am a little worried then.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried.
Nobody's killing anybody.
You're gonna suck me dry, and you'll never, ever stop.
I remember this scene. Whoa.
Nobody's killing anybody. Chill while I'm around.
Oh boy.
It's like a really intense version of Sweeney Todd. No one's gonna harm you. That was pretty cool.
That was cool.
Was that Ellie Kemper on the bed?
I think so, yeah.
What? I love Ellie Kemper. Yeah, that's what that would sound like.
Yeah, Dwight looks like a badass. It looks like a different version of Dwight, for sure.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't mean that just physically, like, it seems like it's gonna be a different portrayal.
Yeah, well, and it seems like since it's earlier on, it's like, oh, maybe this is a cool arc. Like, maybe he was a little more moralistic
Yeah.
Until whatever happened, and then the Sin City we see, he's a little more willing to do what it
Anti-hero,
takes.
yeah.
Yeah, like this guy. I don't know. Again, this is why I'm afraid to watch these clips and draw conclusions. But it looks like Josh Brolin's gonna be pretty awesome.
No, it's Josh Brolin.
I mean, and yeah,
Josh Brolin is good, despite how bad a movie is.
Yeah.
He will be good. All right, next clip. Looks like trouble.
Uh-oh, it does.
Looks like trouble.
Oh, it's him.
Sons of Anarchy.
Looks like Christmas.
Fucking Mara.
Oh, you missed last call, boys. Move or die.
They definitely cut something there.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
I guess they're really promoting the action.
Yeah.
You know, like, that seems to be the thing.
A lot of people gonna die, and a lot of glass is gonna break.
I hope the movie is not just that. Because, you know, like, what made Sin City great is the film noir.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's not really, like, there's action for sure. It's one of the genres, but there's not, like, a shit ton of action.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe that's just a byproduct of the times. It's like, it's been away. It's been since 2005 since we had the last movie. Maybe they're like, well, people really love cool action now.
Yeah, maybe. That's probably what I feel like these clips, is probably just the clips, but I feel like that's the sense we're not getting, is the film noir
Yeah,
sense.
exactly.
I feel like that's lacking.
It's like, part of what made Sin City so cool is like, finding out why these guys were kicking ass.
Yeah, exactly.
And how they were gonna do it. Like, not just the fact that they did it.
Yeah. So I just want that film noir spirit still there. And
See-
if it's there, then that's, I'm sure it'll be. I feel like Justin Gordon-Levitt would bring that for sure.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, is like, on the one hand, I'm kind of happy that these clips just kind of show nothing, because like all the story stuff will be a surprise. But when I get excited, if I was like excited about seeing a Sin City clip, like what I would be excited for is hearing the internal narration.
Yeah.
And seeing the world that they're this skeevy underbelly.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
watching them just exist in the space, you know? Talking to each other, that Frank Miller dialogue.
Yeah, something tells me it feels like they're filming the Sin City world. I don't feel like they're back into being immersed in the Sin City world.
That's what I hope is just not coming through, because the main character of all these clips has been killing people.
Yes.
You know, like,
Well, guys, thanks for recommending all those fucking clips.
yeah, thank you.
If you're new to the channel, you can subscribe to The Real Rejects. It's great stuff here. Enjoy. Well, YouTubers ask questions at the end of their videos. So since we did Sin City, A Dame to Kill For,
Hey.
do you think blowjobs or sex are more personal? Because women have told me that they only blow guys if they're in a relationship, but they'll still have sex. Yeah, tell me your opinion.
Is it sex more personal?
I would view sex as more personal, but apparently
It's a bigger
getting my
deal.
dick sucked is not, is more personal and intimate, whatever. Such bullshit.
Okay.
You know how many girls have told me that?
No. How many?
3. Axel Ramirez, he wants a shout out, and he said please. Good, good. Next step in the shout out is to say the word please.
That is really, yeah, like, that's great. It's like, politeness is wonderful.
Dude, of course, of course.
Please, thank you for asking.
Thank you, Axel Ramirez. He is the Spanish version of Axl Rose.
I was thinking that.
Right.
Axel Ramirez in the cold.
I'm part
War
of Guns N'
Denver race.
Roses, ese. Yep. He's Mexican gangster. Good for you, Axel. You stay with that guitar. Wait, no, he's the singer.
Actually, yes.
My bad.
It's alright.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that now.
It's alright.
You could do a 15-minute video,
Actually, I don't think
and you
Buckethead
get
is
one
still
thing
there.
wrong, everyone's gonna go, this guy doesn't know shit! Doug Giot. Notice me, Ryan. Give me a shout out, Ryan. You know you want to.
Or is it
Ryan?
Glot?
Oh,
Is that an
Doug
L?
Glot. Okay.
Notice me, Ryan.
Well, I'm noticing you.
Give me a shout out, Ryan. You know you want to. Ryan.
Now you sound like someone who would suck my dick.
Ouch. I mean, I didn't mean to do it that way. He just
No.
wrote it very theatrically. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Doug.
Doug.
Doug Glatt, Giot. If it's just a really far away L and the dot is blending.
I'm gonna do some spoken word for you, Doug.
Oh, that's exciting. Well done.
Okay. I go on the channel, look at the panel, and who do I see? A guy named Doug who I want to give a hug, and I feel like that I'm rolling up in a rug, and I feel like I got a slug in my head. Beatboxing to my spoken word.
Yeah. It's a rhythmic. You have to freestyle.
Spoken word is not freestyle. It is an artistic form.
You can do it over music.
I know you can, but every time I watch spoken word, they don't.
Because they're usually on stage at an open mic night in a coffee shop somewhere.
That is exactly where I've seen it before. Is at the Coffee Bean. I just think spoken word is just so funny.
Depending on what it is, yeah.
And no matter what the topic is, they all sound the same.
They tend to, yeah.
The world
Well,
is fucked up, but there's beauty at the end of the day. 7 horror fan. Your neighbor is hot. I would love a shout out. My neighbor is Marie. I don't think she's hot.
I mean, that's your opinion.
I mean, she's pretty.
There are actresses that people think are hot that I don't.
That's not true. 100% of people agree that Meg Ryan is the hottest girl of all time.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's a
don't
fact.
agree.
Read the statistics.
I don't agree.
Read the statistics.
This is clearly
Rotten
wrong.
Tomatoes.
Okay. Oh, Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, it's like I understand. Like on a logical level, like yeah, she's super attractive. But for a personal level,
I'm more attracted to
We'd be
Jennifer
good
Lawrence's personality than I am like her looks physically. I mean, she's pretty and all. I just don't feel like we mesh well at the end of the day as a couple.
Right.
We could be good friends though.
Okay.
She's a big fan of this show. In between takes,
and
she's on her
funny.
iPhone just looking at the real rejects.
Yeah, she's like, oh, Ryan, why did you miss that Sin City clip I wanted to review? Ryan, do a trailer reaction to Silver Linings Playbook 2.
But 7 horror fan. Yeah, Marie's cool, and you do get a
Marie.
shout out. We'll give you a shout out, okay? Horror fan?
7 horror fan. I love horror movies. Go you.
He does love horror movies.
I do.
He was gonna do a playlist once called Jerry's Horror Corner.
I still might, now that there are more horror movies.
And I was gonna do one called Ryan's Horror Corner.
We'll see which one takes off.
That deserves a fist bump.
No.
No, we should fist bump.
I'm not going to fist bump
We
that.
should fist bump the 7 horror fan.
Well, for 7 horror fans.
Yeah,
that's fine.
and to that. Ah, yeah.
No, you can't just slip it at the end there. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's what we did.
that's
We fist bumped to the
that's
same thing.
bad legal process.
No, we fist bumped to the same thing.
It's on video, though.
When we get excited about a movie, people go. There's always gonna be someone who's like, fake reaction.
Yeah.
Fake reaction. And if you're not excited, boring reaction. Okay, here's the thing. Like, when I watch trailers in the theater, I'm not the way I am when I'm watching it at a fucking computer with a friend, you know?
No, you have been.
I have been lately, haven't I?
I was like, there was a moment where I've been like, you have done a lot of these
I'll watch
trailer
trailers in the
reactions.
theaters and I'll be like, oh shit!
We went to the theaters for something, not the past couple times, but like we went to the theaters for something recently, and you were sitting like up in your chair, like it was the couch, and like something crazy happened, and you were like, oh, damn.
Well, it's because watching them at home on the computer, you do that. Like,
Yeah.
At least I do.
You
So-
do.
Yeah. So I get really excited about shit, and I don't know. I guess getting comfortable doing it in front of for people
That's cool.
has made me just feel comfortable doing it in the theater now. Because I just express what's going on inside of me.
Yeah. All over the crowd.
All over the crowd. Fist bump. I don't know. Fist bump that.